Hello. Hello and welcome to the Saturday morning draw at 9 a.m. Today we're having on sheet 1, red, Julie in the House with Rocks, which is Julie Yeager and Bucks. Yellow is Here Comes the Run, Fabian and Jersey Pinelands. Sheet 2, red is All You Need Is More Ice, Stayer and Bucks, and Sgt. Pepper's Sweeping Hearts with Craig MacKinlay from Philadelphia. This is the third event, with the winner playing at 5 p.m., and this is the first of the elimination games. So the loser will be louting and getting to eat breakfast and watching the rest of the curling. But winners will play Saturday at 5 o'clock, and the winner of sheet 1 will play the winner of sheet 2. Looks like Julie has hammer on sheet 1 and Craig has hammer on sheet 2. Julie calling for the sweep, trying to get around. Dan trying to draw around as well. Having some technical difficulties.
Whoa. Good. Yep. Yeah, the Wi-Fi seems to be not working, which is making a little bit of trouble to get things going, but sheet 1, Jess is drawing around. There we go. Looks like the Wi-Fi has restarted itself, and we're back in business. Julie trying for the double. Unfortunately, it's not a button bag end that ended yesterday. Meanwhile, Brian on sheet 2 is going for, looks like a different double. Julie calling for the sweep. Looks like it's curling quite a bit. It's going to end up just over curling, but getting a different double than she was expecting. Hey. You probably want to sit here. So, Rich on sheet 1, going to try to, looks like a draw of some sort. Red sitting the 1. Jess, meanwhile, trying to draw around. House is pretty open, but they're sweeping pretty hard to get there. Rich's shot ends up a high guard, so we have a double center guard.
That's okay.
Craig saying he can get rid of the front one.
Normal again?
Yeah, hold on. This is her tight side. Control.
Control being called for Julie for the takeoff. Takeout. Meanwhile, Brian's takeout. Looks like it needs to curl. Oh, no. Brian's over curling. Takes out the guard. Julie's also over curling and taking out a guard. But it opens up the middle. Meanwhile, John Grillo, who is also a Diamond Stater, playing for Jersey Pinelands. Kim's shot on 2. Colin trying to finish it. Looks like it will be top 12. Julie, meanwhile, calling the draw.
We hit that, it's okay.
Vinny's shot. And down. Meanwhile, Katie's takeout. Brian sweeping hard. Sweeping. And just making the guard. Taken out, but jamming on the back yellows. Red is sitting at the 1, possibly 2 on sheet 2, but probably just the 1. Meanwhile, Amanda calling to draw down to Julie's rock. Kim on sheet 2. Both are drawing. Looks like the yellow is going to make it past on sheet 1 and take out the red shot stone of Julie. Julie calling a hack shot to take it back out. Red on sheet 2 now sitting the 2, but Craig electing to take out the shot stone. Hits on both sheets going away. Julie calling hard sweep. Craig not. Sheet 2, takeout complete. Sheet 1 also hits it, but jams on the back red. So Julie sitting the 1 on sheet 1 with Amanda as 1 and 2. Looking at skips rocks on each sheet. Sheet 1, Kevin going for the takeout.
Wait for it.
Meanwhile, Amanda,
Yes,
it's like a lightweight takeout. Sheet 2. Hits and flops under, or no, flops a little too far and is sticking out. Meanwhile, Amanda's takeout is successful and is sitting 3. So joining me now is Jamie from While My Skip Gently Weeps.
And she did.
Yes. You know, it really confused me when I saw While My Skip Gently Weeps with While My Front End Gently Weeps, and I thought it was a fight amongst the team.
I was kind of hoping we'd play each other. I don't think that's in the offing this weekend.
Sadly not, but
But that covers all the bases
yeah.
of poor shots.
Well, I mean, Vice maybe, you know.
That's fair. Well, vices are always happy. That's why we pick them as vices. Or positive, maybe is the word.
Positive.
Yeah.
That's why Christie's your Vice.
Other way around.
Oh,
I am her vice. She
You're
is
her
my
vice.
skip, and I make her cry with my terrible, terrible shots.
that's okay.
So what are we looking at this morning?
Well, this is the third event, and we are looking at a good game between Bucks
and Bucks.
Bucks and Jersey. And
That's
technically
fair.
Diamond State and Jersey, although technically Diamond State and Diamond State.
So the circle of, Well, I'm wearing my 302 Diamond State Spiel shirt this morning.
Yes.
That eventually came to me.
First Bonspiel for Diamond State.
Yeah, and a fun one.
But
I mean, we saw the overlap, the Venn diagram of Bucks and Jersey and Diamond State and Philly is
pretty good, yeah.
Who's in the center of that? What's in the center of that is maybe the better question.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like Bucks is more often than not the common denominator, even though it's not the closest club to most of these
Funny
people.
how that works out.
Looks like Kevin on sheet 2 looking for a draw. He's currently sitting 1. First and third shot.
Oh, yeah. His last stone, but not hammer. And hammer, not the same thing, not hammer, but last shot for yellow going on sheet 1.
Yeah, I'm hoping it does anyway.
Got a curl.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a rocket.
Amanda gave that a little extra spice this morning.
Yeah, that leaves Julie with a shot. Can tap it forward.
Well, she doesn't need to. I mean, she can just come in and touch paint, red paint for 2, right?
She can touch red. She can also just tap her red forward, and either way works.
Yeah. Well, she has hammer, does she not?
She does.
And so my question is, I guess if she taps it, does she outcount that
back yellow? I think she does.
Then yeah, that would be my shot. Even if she comes a little in on the right, yeah. So a draw with backing for 2 is always a happy place to be.
So Craig on sheet 2 looks like he's going to try to freeze to the red on the button.
Yeah, and he's throwing yellow.
He is throwing yellow.
Do you ever go more aggressively than this and try to get your deuce?
For sheet 2, Craig doesn't have... Does Craig have hammer? No, Craig
This
does
is the
not.
hammer throw going now.
Oh, well then I think I would try to get that deuce. But his stone needs to curl quite a bit.
Yeah,
Julie's,
that feels-
meanwhile, is a little hot.
Little spicy, yeah.
Everyone's got a little overexcited on that line.
I think we're all thinking it's morning, it's frosty, and the ice crew said, no, we're giving you good fast ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julie's facial expression does not look thrilled, but it's the first end.
Yes.
Take your one.
Take your point. Oh, Craig looks like he just a little deep.
Popped himself out.
Just a hair deep.
Dear. All right.
Everyone thinking it's going to be slower than it is, apparently.
Yeah, yeah. Ice crew snickering in the background, twirling their mustache.
Yes, well, someone must be playing against the ice crew.
And I say this as an aspiring ice crew sort of person. The goal with everything, make good ice. There we go.
Yeah, I have the controls here, too.
Well, then I'm going to stay on my ass
Yeah, that's
on this
easier.
cozy couch that I think is the same couch I had in the dorm at Penn State. Wow. I love it.
You know, it's nothing if not sturdy.
Oh, yeah. I could use this couch to tear down a Buick.
So,
Because that's what the judge of couches. Guard coming in on the right side?
guard on the right side. Julie having a good guard on the left side.
Yeah.
Also known as sheet 1.
Yeah. Is that arena mic picking up for the folks at home?
The mic out there? Yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
that claim of please stop.
Yep.
All right, yeah.
But it didn't, and now Craig's going to take advantage of that.
Yep. Play it tight, play the hits.
You want to come this way?
Do you like this way? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
No,
Can
but
we
I
go
like
the
the
other?
other way.
That's a very yes and answer by Yeager.
Yes. Well, he knows how to. He's talking to his wife. He understands.
And Julie calling the yes, and you're going to do what I say.
Yep.
Yep.
Not that it's a bad call, because the other side's a little straighter.
If you can get in and get a couple points on the inside of the sheets here, I'm thinking that forcing your opponents to play the outside is a good way to Julie calling back line on that and walking away.
Looks like on sheet 2, the takeout from Craig just ticks it over a little bit, but leaving all you need is more ice to get a second rock. Possibly.
I think that's going to come in.
Yeah, I think we're going to have 2 in here.
Yeah. And
Fairly flat, too.
was he the one who took a 7-ender yesterday? No.
There were 2 7-enders yesterday.
Oh, good. Good. That makes my 6-ender feel a little better in comparison.
Looks like, getting a little choppy. Let me fix that.
Yeah. And Julie pounding that to just get it buried, get it back.
Well, she doesn't really want it buried, seeing as it's the opponent's stone, but it is buried, and Julie going to go for the draw on the side Yeager wanted originally.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Craig's team getting the hit this time on sheet 2, hit and flop. Calling straight.
Calling Yeager straight.
Calling him off now.
Yeah, no, that'll do. That'll drift right. Oh, that's a perfect shot. Stop. Worst case, it backs up on that yellow that she swept to the back of the house. So they're going to be fighting for the center on this sheet.
Yep, looks like we're going to have another draw on that side.
Yep, play some small ball. And on sheet 2, we're going for the hit.
Kevin is looking at it. Seems pretty happy with it. Just going to nose it.
Yeah. Own the top of the house.
Yes.
And
Craig's going for the double, I think.
oh, that's there for sure.
Jess's shot coming.
That seems very, very close to the wall.
Jess is on the Jersey Pinelands team, but wearing a Bucks name tag.
As a Potomac member with one name tag, I'm not going to say I struggle, but it's entertaining sometimes to see didn't I see you at Diamond State /Bucks/Plainfield/Pinelands? And the answer is usually, yeah. Don't think about it too hard.
The double shot is
Double.
there. Oh, nice.
Should make it. Yeah.
Oh,
And
the one just
not
hangs
quite.
on. So just a biter.
And without hammer, I don't think I'm as concerned about that. With hammer, I think that becomes a very dangerous rock with an open house like that.
Yes, but Craig has the hammer, and he has his own sticking around.
Who is? We're trying to remove that. Do you? Yeah, I suppose I go out of my way to remove that as well. Great shot on sheet 1.
Oh, yes. Just halfway into the 4-foot.
Julie accepts it with a smirk.
That's because it wasn't Yeager's shot.
Oh, let's be nice.
Looks like a little too much towards the boards on sheet 1.
Oh, did that
sheet
fall
2,
out?
it fell out.
Oh no, that becomes a dangerous rock if it outcounts the one on the left here. Because at this point we split the house, take our deuce, and if they start missing, we start taking multiple points.
Meanwhile, Jess gonna try to clear and open up the other side.
That's got to move a lot.
It's got to move.
But the ice does bend outside.
And it is moving.
Yeah,
it
that
is moving.
should get rid of that yellow rock. Does it drive it back?
Right through.
Oh!
Not quite through, but still not quite enough.
And a
Julie.
hard sweep on sheet 2 to get a second biter. Make that out count. Oh.
Yes, indeed.
I love rings. I love houses full of like ring biters when I have hammer.
Yes.
And the immediate take this out.
Please take this out.
So what do you do here on sheet 1? You've got a guard.
Use this eventually. Yeah.
Replace that.
On the side.
Yeah. And Julie going immediately for get rid of their opportunities.
Yeah.
I'm taking that as a lesson as a U5 attempting skip.
And we have Kim's shot here being
yeah,
called off.
the call is off. That bent too much.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And I think we're seeing the same thing over
Yeah.
on 1.
Oh, yeah, she's going to hit that.
Are we going to get the rub?
Yes, but it's going to be, fortunate there.
And send that through. Great line call by Julie.
Yeah, she saw that wick coming.
Yeah. Saw that over curling. I don't see any side eye from back here in the warm room, which is the best place to skip.
Yes, you're never wrong in the warm room.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, Brian and Leslie sweeping. Looks like we're going to try to get something in the back of the right side, but it looks like it's got too much. Brian saying overswept it a little bit. Let's see, we have Grillo here. Grillo also on the Jersey Pinelands team. This might get into for that. No, it's going to be straight back. And through the uprights. Julie electing to ignore that and just drawing in. Meanwhile, on sheet 2, the takeout was successful, and now you have 3 biters. It's pretty close between that red and the yellow. I'm not quite sure what's going to be. Vinny on sheet 1. Looks like they think it's a little heavy, but Craig calling for the sweep. Hitting the one. Oh, a double takeout on
Very
sheet
nice.
2.
That must feel good if you're red.
Just bouncing that one so it's no longer a biter. Meanwhile, John is looking to call in board. Not a lot of ice for board, so anticipating it being pretty straight there.
So on this boards, and ice is what it is at every club, but along these boards, the ice does.
It goes straight on the boards, but this is on the inside of the sheet.
Yeah, that's fair. And that should.
Sweep it out.
That'll never go far enough.
I know, but I like the effort.
I love the effort.
Julie looking to put another one in there. Meanwhile, Rich sweeping and see if Craig can sweep the red out. I don't think he will. Nope, we got a new biter. Meaning Skips Rocks on 2 coming up. Well, Skips Rocks on both.
Well, then more. They're saying I gave you more than that.
Here comes Craig. He's going for the takeout of that backbiter.
So you're playing the blank here.
Yeah,
if you're
he's
Craig,
playing
right?
the blank.
And Julie throwing that, and just putting another one in under the guard. When in doubt, pack the house.
Yes.
All right.
Looks like it's got a little bit more than she'd
Little
want.
spicy, but that should, fortunately with backing, I think that'll stick around and at least out count. Oh yeah, no,
That's
fine.
easily count.
But if I am Amanda, that's an opportunity.
That's a hit and flop
Hit
in.
and flop in under, and I think Amanda with hammer here. This is the hammer throw.
This
so
is hammer.
Yep. So she's just looking to hit. Is that a hit or is that a downweight draw for your broom that you see here?
With what they've been calling, I think that's likely a whatever works for them sort of hit.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a hit, but
If she's a little
If she's
down,
a little down, it
they can
could be a
sweep
draw.
it in full 4. If they're a little up, they can let it go and hit the inside of that red. I like that as an option. Over on sheet B, the call is whoa. They want that top of house. Give them something to hit, make them miss.
calling back line though.
Yeah.
So Katie gonna try to sweep it as far back as she can.
Give herself the backing, and so what are you doing here? And they're calling the hit. Yeah.
There we got the hit, but
Amanda.
doesn't curl enough,
No.
and it looks like a
1, 2,
steal
3 or
of
4.
3 or possibly 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, not a steal.
Oh no.
Because we still have more
because
rocks.
Julie's throwing her last, and then Amanda does still have hammer on this.
She should have hammer, seeing as Julie
Yeah,
scored
Julie
last
scored
end.
the last end. I'm failing and looking down the ice. I'm throwing lead this morning, so I didn't bring my glasses because I don't need to.
You don't need to see.
I
when
don't
you
need to
lead.
see when you're sweeping, right? You look down 4 to 6 feet below you, and there's a spill for the blank.
Spill for the blank. Always fun when you get intentional blanks.
You know what? I'm still irrationally proud of them.
It's kind of like the intentional tick shot, you know.
As a new curler, I practiced that a lot, and then after 2 years, I thought I was starting to get it, and then they said that doesn't matter anymore,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that.
But no tick rule here, so you can still tick.
Well, I stopped practicing.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
makes it a little hard.
Yeah. That's okay. I was terrible at it anyway. It was just a justification for missing my draws, quite frankly, but don't tell anybody.
Oh, well.
Immediate call of 3-4, and that should, if I call a 3-4, and they're sitting inside the 12. I'm sweeping that to out count because you're never going to hurt that.
Wow, she's sweeping now.
Hard, get it past.
Oh, just
yeah,
passed.
there it is.
A lot more than a 3-4.
That is more than a 3-4, but that'll be 5 for Julie. Or for, yeah.
Well, she still has the hammer shot.
Oh, thank you.
It's always important to remember who has the hammer.
Yeah. Well, there's been 3 hammer shots now on this ice.
Well, why not a 4th?
You know what? I like the way you're thinking. I like this new style of curling. And can we switch up sheet 2?
Oh, camera needs to switch.
Yeah.
Let me switch that around. Getting ahead of me. And a takeout. Lots of thinking going on here.
I think. What do you do here?
If you want to score, angle raise your yellow back into the pocket between the 2 reds.
I think I'm in mitigation mode if I'm skipping right now.
I mean, the problem with mitigation mode. Oh. Our on the ice friends trying to reach through the glass into the warm room for Kleenex.
Yeah, I think there was something else going on there.
But yes, looks like she's trying to draw, although this is going to be somewhat challenging to draw far enough to outcount one of those 3.
I think if I'm throwing myself right now, my goal is to bite red and keep the steal to 1. And
crashing, no. So it is a steal of 4, maybe 5.
I call that 5, but we'll see what they do on the ice here.
5 it was.
5 it is. All right. So big end by the Yeagers.
Also known as Julie in the House with Rocks.
Julie in the House with Rocks.
See, she missed the opportunity if she was playing for Diamond State. Julie in the House with Diamonds.
Yeah.
Rich on sheet 2 is going for the takeout.
Pinelands.
I think she wants a shot.
She wants a shot. I'll be right back. I am being.
She wants 4 shots.
Your backup host is being drink ordered. I will return.
Yeager shot, calling for in.
Alright, get off then. I'll take either one.
Meanwhile, Brian drawing around on sheet 2. Julie sweeping, perfect center guard.
Behind is okay, light is fine too.
Calling for line. Looks like it's going to just tick. Not an intentional tick shot, but doesn't matter either way because we're playing the no-tick rule. Or we're not playing the no-tick rule. Julie's saying to put it back. Meanwhile, Rich trying to get the double here. Rich's shot, making the double, and sticking around, so nice shot. Craig looking to pick out that Brian Stone. calling for the sweep. Looks like we're going to clear the top guard.
I can't do the second half. If you want to, Dan.
Calling for the hit on sheet 1. Sweeping out of hand. Looks like it's quite possibly going to curl a bit too much. And yes, just going by. Meanwhile, on sheet 2, Kevin calling the sweepers up.
Let's promote this.
Looks like it's going to just split that a little bit.
Back forward.
Leaving an open shot for the center one. Katie's shot. Leslie trying to curl it. Curling, looks like it's going to get a piece of it. Julie's shot, meanwhile, just not quite frozen, a little extra. Shots have been, shots of the drinking kind have been taken. Co-host Jamie indulging himself.
He's want to separate. Like control.
Now, with one shot down, Jess is trying another shot, trying for a double. Although I think I heard just separating them. Meanwhile, Joe on sheet 2 looking for draw around.
All right, I think things are going to turn around.
As well,
Here comes the run on sheet 1. I can feel it in my bones.
that may have also been the shot you just took.
I don't feel that in my bones. I feel that elsewhere.
It's biting, but I think it's the same time.
So Julie's saying the yellow's biting.
I like the line.
She's going to try to bounce the red back a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I like.
This is Rachel throwing.
Yeah. And I can see the smiles coming back on Team Here Comes the Run already.
Definitely loosen them up a little bit. Julie calling for the sweep. Looks like it's going to just pass through.
Oh, a little less sweep, a little more raw. It might have made a difference, but I am
it's sticking
not
around.
second guessing. Yeah. And if you're up 6, you know what? Rocks in the house is just how you're playing.
Meanwhile, on sheet 2, we got a skips rock.
Oh, here we go. How are we looking on sheet 2? We're playing another blank end.
It looks pretty blank on sheet 2, but
Here's the fun thing. Like, even if you knows that, you're blanking.
well, we still have, I think this is just the first of the 4 skip rocks. So we got lots of chances.
That's right. The four hammers.
Yes, the 4 hammers at each end.
Yeah. Jess releasing nicely, and that should, with the sweep, come in.
They need to sweep that one.
Oh, go. You've got this. Okay. I like the you've got this. Encouraging words from Amanda. And a miss on sheet 2.
Yes, just hurling a little too much. Leaving Craig the option of a draw.
Above the tee. Like top 8.
Looking for top 8 from Vinny here.
Yeah. Just shut down options at this point.
Line's tight. You can go if you need to. Okay.
So, random fact about the curling club that Vinny is at, which is Bucks County, they have control of the National Strategic Reserve of Miller Lite in 12-ounce cans.
Despite my best attempts.
You know, it's...
If we ever run out of aluminum, we know where to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Need to work on that at Potomac. I don't think you got quite the number of kegs they do either.
No, yeah, Jeff Breck is doing his best, but Bucks knows how to do it.
Well, all you got to do is not have a liquor license, apparently, and just say, we're just going to give everything away.
I officially have no comment. I like the debate on sheet 1 of raise versus draw, and I like the plan B being a raise.
Is this a raise, or is she trying to replace that red in front?
I don't hate that either.
Because you need something there.
Yeah, and that's one of the strategies as a U5 that I'm really, really appreciating is control the front and center.
Oh,
Little over curl, but
that's unfortunate.
I don't hate it just because it opens the center up a little more.
And those two yellows on the
Yeah.
left are positioned well.
Now there's a bit of a dagger, and I think if I'm Julie, yeah, as she's saying, throw the high guard, just take away options in the center without hammer high center.
Sheet 2 is simple takeout for the one skip rock. So this leaves Craig's second rock, which is hammer, I believe.
And as I lean forward, this is in fact hammer. And Vinny trying to throw that 2 guard, which is one of the, I'm not going to say the hardest shot in curling because people are going to yell at me, but throwing a 1 versus a hog
That's pretty...
is non-trivial.
You really need sweepers for that one.
Yeah, and I mean he has them, and there it is, the very, very perfect shot actually, right on the
Very
center, nice
shot,
and high.
yes.
But the 6-foot margin of error is a hog. So
Amanda's going for the tap on the outturn side.
yep. Give yourself options with skips rocks, right? Defines her play right now.
Meanwhile, on
Did we get
sheet
the blank?
2, no, we got a deuce.
There it is.
There you
Take 2, give 1.
Craig has gotten his 2.
Some good curling going on this morning.
Yeah. Oh, this Amanda's
This will
shot
come
looks
back.
like,
This will come back.
but I think it's going to take out that red.
I don't hate taking out the red, and if she's real lucky, she
No.
might get a no.
Well, it doesn't jam. It just doesn't go quite far enough. Leaves Julie sitting the 4.
So if I'm Julie, just come in and out count on the our right side of the 12.
Yeah, that blocks that draw path.
Block the draw path, and keep the gas on. End it early and have a bloody.
Oh, gotta switch the cameras again.
Julie coming back. And good morning to all of you who are watching this morning's Saturday morning Harvest Spiel.
Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Harvest Spiel.
Right. Yeah. No, John hit me up last night. We were saying goodnight, and he said, what time are you coming? And I said, well, we've got an 11 o'clock game, so probably 10:59. And I said, but we're going to come and watch you. And I'm glad we did. This
Now you get to have fun commentating.
Yeah.
Looks like
And here is
Julie's
the
last
penultimate
game.
shot.
Such a fun word. Looks
Isn't it though? Keep sweeping that all day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just
going
going
to
to
be
come
a
up
guard.
right. Yeah.
It's not horrible. It's not horrible.
I don't hate it. It takes away one option. If I'm red, it takes away.
Well, no,
it turns
a
out
little
not
too
to.
far. That
So
raise
that yellow
is there.
raise is still there.
I still like the dagger though.
Honestly, like whack that yellow rock
You have so much
with
more
on the
leeway
nose
to hit
with
it.
a little bit, and
I mean, really, you just need to hit that front yellow.
so. What I'm reading as a skip is all you've got to do is hit the 4 foot, right?
Yeah.
So how do you do that? And Amanda has 2 rocks to do that. So how do you set yourself up? I don't think I disagree. Hit that dagger.
I mean,
right?
just hit it anyway. It's lined up perfectly for you.
And what kind of weight do you throw? Like back 4? Back 8?
I would go with back 4 with the safety of being a little short rather than a little deep.
Yeah. Honestly, so here I'm gonna hot take because I'm a terrible skip. If you back 8 this, you've outcounted. If you make the shot perfectly on back 8, you've outcounted 3 of theirs and you've mitigated 3 rocks. And if you come up light, you make that shot perfect. If you go back 4 and you come up light, you're in trouble.
Yeah, but I mean, if you just get it to full 8, you've at least cut them down to 1.
Nope, that's fair. I guess looking the other way. Yeah. So, all right, Amanda releasing the rock. Looks good from here. All there needs to curl is the call from the sweepers,
which is not great for that board side. But
no, the board side. We're gonna get some contact. That did come back. I like this. I like this.
No, it's too heavy.
No. This is the that plan B that I said. Now we're suddenly out counting 3.
Now Julie's just sitting the 1.
Yep.
Still not a bad place to be without hammer.
Stop the bleeding. When in doubt, do no harm. And I like that shot.
I mean, Julie's going for a tap.
Yeah, Julie's either tying her shoe or calling a very precise line.
Well, unless her line involves tying her shoe, I go with the first one.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a man tie his shoe in rage?
Like, be very ragefully tying his shoe?
He took 45 to 60 seconds tying his shoe.
Was there a timer?
In my head there was. It might have just been like 12 seconds, but yeah. Here we are on sheet 2 with a little bit of a...
Overcurl, too much.
Yeah, and you hear overcurling, that's fine. Tight game on sheet 2.
Yeah, Craig here looking for a guard.
Yep.
Red having hammer on sheet 2.
Craig playing for the possible steal, if not a force.
Yes.
I really like the guard, just nice and high. If you're too tight on this, if you try to count, the double is in play. So
well, so long as it's an actual guard and not a in-the-house guard.
They're sweeping like this might be a 1. Hearing back 8 on sheet 1, but we're looking at sheet 2 with this sweep. Get it over, sweep hard, over and up.
And they got it.
And that is perfect.
Oh, Julie getting a little deflection and bouncing off of 2 of her own rocks.
So really not changing much in terms of the house. What does that mean for Amanda?
Well, Amanda still needs to score something, which I think you run the inner of the left yellows.
Left 2.
Because if you're a little wide, you can glance off of the outer yellow and possibly...
Yeah, I see it, but that's such a precision shot.
Well, everything she's got right now is basically a precision shot.
Yeah.
Now, there is an in-off on the out-turn side. She can in-off her own.
Yeah. Oh.
No, she's going for the precision shot
that I don't hate it. I missed this shot yesterday by a fraction of an inch. And Amanda's a better curler than I am, so I think she's got this.
So on sheet 2, the high guard worked in the sense that they still got around it, but they didn't get rid of the Yellowstone.
Yeah. So and he's just going to try. When in doubt, split the house if you have hammer. And I think that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to come under, and I think, what do you think? Top 8?
That would be good.
As an ideal here? You don't want to be too deep, but you still want to, not give them something if they draw under you.
So here's the sheet 2. It's...
Oh, I like this. Stop. Yes! Yeah! Oh, nice shot by Amanda for 1 at least, maybe 2. beauty shot by Amanda. Yeah. Oh, you hear her say.
She's like, oh, I got it?
Amanda, when you watch this later, that was an amazing shot.
She's pointing to herself like, I got that?
All right, we're watching on sheet 2, and I think calling for the clean hit and I think the roll under. And given the broom and the way things are curling on that line, we're looking good here from release. Got a curl. Sweepers are just never, ever, ever touching it. But the way the rocks move, we're going to see contact. I think we're going to...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. We're starting to... Pardon me. Ooh. I'm sorry to our Philadelphia and internet fans. That was very uncouth of me.
Meanwhile, Amanda's Here Comes the Run team is going to here come into the forefoot.
Yep. Well, when if you're the fox and not the hound, play into the house, right?
Well,
and this rock on sheet 2 is coming in quite happily, and again, the sweepers are just staying away. Do we finish? Do we finish? Do we finish?
No, it's going to tick.
Thinking about the rub, and yeah,
that's a double.
That opens up the double.
But Julie's husband, Yeager, making the takeout and the stick.
We're never going to use his first name in respect for his name tag.
Sometimes I have to, because otherwise I'm like...
We were having a discussion yesterday of calling out names for sweep. And I played with 3 Chris's once. And it's hard to say Chris sweep when everybody you're playing with is Chris.
It does make it challenging, so you have to come up with nicknames.
Exactly.
Like, hey, you.
Yeah. And Yeager is kind of hard to shout out. Like, yay, Yeager. Oh, this draw on sheet 2 is quite nice. The sweep to bring it in.
And the camera, the TV freezes again.
Quite outcounts 1, if not 2. And if you've got 2 more rocks, that's a great place to be. Craig, I think, choosing just to draw in and keep more yellow, red. Oh, yeah. Draw in and just... I don't hate Red's position right now. If he can draw in and sit just top 4...
I have to go kick that
see
TV.
you in a moment. Slap it like Fonzie. All right, so the draw over on sheet 1. That's going to come and count a rock, and if they sweep it, that might bury quite nicely on the edge of 4. I don't hate it, which is the best thing you can hear from your skip other than... You want to know the worst thing you can hear from your skip? It's fine. All right, so let's watch this Yellowstone draw on sheet 2 coming down. And the call is all there. Sweepers just watching happily. That's my favorite place to be as a sweeper. And that bent hard. Sweepers are pushing and sweeping. They might have an angle on the red rock. Go. Not plan A, but
not bad.
I don't hate it.
Sitting, that's hard to tell.
Yeah. So my question for you is, if you're shooting red right now, is the double there, and you have 2 more rocks as red, how do you build the double? How do you build the deuce?
I think you move those rocks around. You got to get rid of you got to get rid of the back one.
Yeah.
So that you can, if you hit it, stick, get rid of the back one, your next shot can...
And I think that's what Kevin's calling. He put down the broom and slid away. He's calling for the hit. Inside that lead yellow rock on sheet 2, spills him in and gives them more options.
Looking for bumper weight.
He's asking for more ice and a little less throw, and
because he doesn't need to kill it. He just needs to
just
unlock it.
And backing benefits him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could skip this well when I'm on the ice.
I told you, you're always right in the warm room.
I know, right?
I mean, I told you, so I'm right, because I'm in the warm room.
Yeah. I feel that's a what we call a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Tautology.
Tautology, yeah.
That's another good word.
I love the word tautology. You know what the best thing about tautologies is?
Best thing
Tautologies
about
are always
tautology.
the best. Oh, and it squeaks past the rock, and we're gonna get what he wanted. Yeah. We move yellow, and now red is sitting 1-2.
Yes.
Yellow has options here, I think.
Yellow can squeak around there.
On our right side, if Craig comes in with firm weight,
And Craig can come in with firm weight.
and pops that left from our perspective red rock, and that's what he's given the ice for. Yeah.
Yep.
Pop it out, and he's playing for the force, which I never hate.
Yeah. And if there's one thing that I love about Craig when he's throwing is he can just generate amazing weight. Like, he has the little lift thing going. It's really impressive.
Does he actually lift?
Yes, he
Because I know
actually
some
lifts.
ice crew that is just clenching right now. The only time I've ever dared to lift was at an outdoor spiel, and I forgot to let go of the rock,
Oh, well, you know.
and I kept going. But yeah, let's watch this shot. I think the camera is on we're on the right side, and if Craig hits this just right, this opens the game up for yellow. And if he doesn't, it keeps the game tight. Oh, yeah, there's that lift delivery.
He's very good at it. But you can see that rock just flying down the ice.
Yeah. Thing is about that side of the ice, that's not coming back. I don't think she's
trying-
Sweeper trying to push a little bit, but here it comes.
Here it comes.
And a little, I think that seals them in for the force. And I think Craig
Should be happy.
strikes me as the kind of curler who's happy with take 2, give 1.
Yep. Looks like, Amanda drew and is now shot and with backing. Julie's saying,
Julie
let's just
calling
get rid
normal.
of,
Get
rid of everything.
Yeah. An empty house only benefits one team here.
And Julie has a second shot in, or, well, technically now the third shot in cover.
Yeah. But, yeah. And I think if you hit this just nose-ish. Yes. The sweet call.
I mean,
If you hit this just nose-ish, you're going to double them and be sitting 1-2. If you come inside, it jams. Oh, what a best-case scenario.
she manages to pick out just the yellow, stick around, and keep the back red.
This is why when I see Yeager on the sheet ahead of us, I go, shoot. Because they managed to turn those shots into gold every time.
Julie giving us the thumbs up.
Thumbs up to the broadcast booth, a.k.a. the Penn State dorm couches. Oh, great sweep. This has potential to... Oh, if it was there, that's how you did it. What a great draw, but just one.
Just one?
For all you need is more ice, and Kevin with a delightful draw. Cheeky almost. And a great draw by, I think, was that John Grillo through that?
I believe it was.
To sit under cover on the 4-foot.
Didn't even know that was there.
It's going to sound critical. I don't love being behind the tee line, but if I had thrown that shot, I'd be smiling at this point.
Yeah,
and Julie ignoring it, right?
I was surprised Julie wasn't going to just follow it down and try to sit on top of it.
Well, open it up.
Yep.
Don't give multiple to a team trying to come back, because
momentum
is a thing. And wow,
that was different.
There's a whole lot of geometry going on here on G1.
If I'm Amanda, I'm drawn into that pocket.
Depends. I think I'm coming up high on this one. Your shot, and if you can draw to the pocket, they follow you in wholly to 1. I'm Amanda. I want 2, maybe 3.
No, if you're in the pocket, if you are on the red, if they try to come in, they're going to bump that red back, and you'll still be sitting 2.
But I want 2, maybe 3, not 1, maybe 2 here.
How do you get 3 here?
Stay high. Hope for a miss. And then use your rock that is not quite counting to run the red one back. Play the 4-foot with your 2 rocks and hope for a miss. Jen Ying, please, in the chat, tell me why and how I'm wrong. And Brandon keeping us up on the sheets. I like this rock. It's a little out, and I hear Let It Curl from Dan.
Let it curl. We need a Christmas theme.
Let it
harvest.
curl. Let it curl.
He's going to just tick that
If they
out.
get enough, they're still going to... No, just a little extra. Yeah, no, Let It Curl was the right call here. So they're playing for 2, I think, unless they do something fun. And Julie thinking, let's hold them down to 1.
1 would be pretty good, but I mean, all she needs to do is draw with backing there, and she's going to have to force them to dig her out. Oh, sweeper's saying the run, not the draw. On sheet 1.
On sheet 1?
I don't know, that run, you have a good chance of ticking off that yellow.
Here's me. If there are no yellows in the house, yellow can't score.
That is true.
Right?
But the run...
And I think we're talking almost tautologies, but...
The run is going to be tight. Now, Julie's got the control of the rock to hit it.
Yeah.
But it's a very tight...
So, can I ask a new skip question? If I'm Julie, why not just... Why doesn't one just draw to the button?
Yeager's
why
being
does
greedy.
not the... Okay. We call that keeping the gas on.
Yes.
We don't use the G word. Yeah. Play as though they could take an 8-ender. And quite frankly, at our level of curling, you never know what happens.
So, needs to curl here. Needs to curl quite a bit. I think
So
we're
the
going to
boop
bounce off the yellow, though.
Keeps it in and drives it forward, and I think Amanda has this. Draw, touch the button for 2. Here's a pure skips shot.
Yep, just a full 4-foot.
Julie, knowing what she did, describing her release to the warm room.
Either that or punching Vinny. I can't tell.
We don't punch Vinny. We like Vinny.
I know, but Julie can be violent sometimes.
No. We like Julie, too. I've never seen her do anything in anger that she didn't do outside of anger. What are we looking at sheet 2?
Pretty standard. We got some high guards and some rocks underneath. Looking for a draw under for Craig MacKinlay's team, Brian Dutt.
Yeah, and red trying. So, can I ask a big picture question?
Can I give it a little picture answer?
Oh, absolutely, because
we have a guard.
We are tied after 4. If you are red without hammer, you're playing for the steal. I take it back.
I mean, you're playing for the steal, but you know, 1 is still okay because you got plenty of ends to 1-2, 1-2.
And here's again, you know, the Bellefontaine hot take. I never hate a force, except in the 6th or 7th end when I'm down by a lot. But early in the game, a force is generally to my advantage if I don't have hammer.
It's one of those things you have to remember. There's all this other game. You don't win it in the first ends. Rich going for trying to take out through the port, looks like.
Yeah.
But I'm going to guess it's going to clear a guard.
So without hammer, I'm as a new skip, I'm a little surprised because I would think without hammer. Oh, he's trying to clear out because yellow is sitting in the middle.
Yes.
He's got to open
yellow
things up.
Already got to it.
Yellow's already setting up a big end. Here on 1, a little light.
Little
the
light
shot comes up, but you take your point, you take your end.
Yes. And we're sitting 6-3.
Amanda, you're...
Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry.
I cannot count last rocks.
Yes. Julie now has hammer.
2/3, 3/4. There's crazy.
Jamie frantically signaling someone to take the shot. A shot of alcohol in this case.
Hey. After giving up a 6-ender last night, I poured my skip/wife a drink, and we took 2 and then shook before the game could get worse. Sometimes you just want to go out on a high note.
Yes. Well, it's the we will stop when I score.
And that doesn't entirely feel in the spirit of curling, but sometimes you just gotta walk off with a smile.
Julie's actual hammer here.
Feels like this one is just a draw. Yeah, if she can hit the 4-foot on sheet
Well,
2.
she just needs to tap back, so like a back 8, but
Oh, she has hammer. Oh.
she's coming up light too.
Good steal by Amanda. Yeah.
That's a steal.
Sorry. And applause in the warm room. Sometimes, taking the end is the moral victory. When you're down by 6 and it's the 4th end, suddenly this is a 6-2, 6-3 game, and suddenly that's anybody's game. Giving up 5 does not mean the end of the game, especially if it's early at our level.
Yes. Looking for center guard on sheet 1.
Yeah, yellow just happy with the status quo.
And on sheet 2, the stupid thing is choppy
A
again.
little choppy, unfortunately, but it looks like out counting. And I think that offers a double opportunity for red.
Yes, it does.
Not the optimal, ideal shot, but it's there. And I think if you get that, if you drive that yellow underneath, you stick around. Suddenly you're sitting 3 and controlling the house. Control the call. I think they see it too, which is great because, it's hard to skip on the ice instead of the warm room.
Well, I think that was Julie calling for control.
And Julie now really wanting to play the clean house because a solid steal could put Amanda back in the game. And not to say they're not. A 3-point difference in 5th end is anyone's game here.
And we still have 44 minutes to get the next ends in, so we could actually get
We
8.
could see 8, yeah. Especially if we're playing a hit game. Unfortunately, that does not advantage Amanda.
That's how his life was in, so.
Over here on sheet 2, we see yellow coming in, and just low guard should reinforce what they're seeing. A high guard does okay, and it takes away that double that I think
Yes.
I saw. Double may still be there, but not quite as advantageous.
Julie calling. Sweep.
3-4, 3-4. Yeah, I think Julie wants this to come in under that yellow rock and not hit on it. And
Julie's going to split them.
No.
She's going to split. She wants to clear the
Splits
center.
there. Yep, as one does with hammer. Give myself the final shot. Don't give up a big end.
Kevin on sheet 2 with his first stone.
My skip/wife looking at me.
My skip/wife.
My skip/wife.
Oh.
Skip and or wife. As we did give up a big end last night. I like this shot on sheet 2. Oh, little light.
No.
Oh, no, that should do.
They're sweeping. They're sweeping.
Oh,
They got
sweep
it.
hard, and yes, applause in the warm room. Beautiful shot.
But that is
Was
not
that Kevin
Hammer.
through that?
That was Kevin throwing, yes.
Yeah.
Now Craig's
That
going to try
puts
to
the
clean
pressure
it
on
out.
Craig.
Julie.
I would not want to be throwing a hit on that line on this ice, though.
But I'm pretty sure he's going to.
Oh, I would too. I just wouldn't be happy about it.
You do it, you just don't want to.
Yeah. It's like taking out the recycling, right? Like, well, I guess if I have to. All right, what's Julie doing here?
Clearing the guards.
Here, clear the center.
Clear the center.
Yeah. And Julie that's over curling. That's moving way more than we expected.
Oh, but maybe it can overcurl so much to get the other one. Oh.
All right, so that's 3 points for Julie Yeager.
Unless it was just a PAT.
Oh, that wasn't Julie.
No, that was Rachel throwing.
That was Rachel throwing.
So Rachel likes to tell you that of the languages she speaks, she says hablo inglés, which is very important.
Je parle anglais.
Yes.
And that shot on sheet 2, again, throwing that hit on that line. That's a very careful broom on that side of the ice.
It looks like we now have a possible draw for 2 on sheet 2.
They're playing the raise, and
just opens it up for Julie.
Opens it up. Yeah, I never hate an open draw if I have hammer. If you can control your own draw, you control the game at that point. That was a
little zen.
Oh, I was going to use a less complimentary word, but I'll take zen. Did you hear about the Zen master who ordered a hot dog?
It had everything.
Make me one with everything.
Yep.
Problem is, he handed the guy a 10 and asked for his change, and the hot dog guy in New York said,
"Changes from within."
There you go. Dad jokes all day here in Philly.
Julie's draw.
Beautiful draw. I think that does what she wants it to do. Keep the score low. Play small ball. And I think Amanda Calling just follow it in.
Yep.
Let's get multiple. Let's try to steal multiple. And there's a path for Amanda. I mean, I'm never sleeping on Amanda's opportunities here.
So
and John throwing this rock.
John would like you to know that his favorite Beatles song is "Hey Jude."
Don't make it bad. And as a sweeper, and I hate to use the expression, but take a bad draw and make it better. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. This is doing exactly what she called. Oh, beautiful, beautiful shot by John.
Very nice shot.
Above the tee line, counting under guards, out counting it, and Julie immediately going, get rid of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. She sees the potential here for a steal and possibly a steal of multiple, and she's handling it perfectly. But I like what Amanda's doing here with this end. She's got the hand.
She's got it in hand, yes. Vinny was asked to describe himself in 2 words. He said, bad at following directions.
Yeah. All right, this hit.
It's going to clear some stuff out.
Not maybe the way they want it, and
but that yellow, that back yellow is now pickable.
I'm looking at it from the hack, and the ice will curl enough. But yeah, I don't hate where Amanda is right now.
So Craig here, trying on sheet 2 to save the end.
Yeah. Oh. It's there. I like this shot. I think it's very much there, and I've seen Craig throw these before. And the tic-tic-tac.
Tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
Calling the curl.
Oh, we've got shenanigans. We've got shenanigans.
Oh, no. It's a steal of 1.
Oh,
so close. Meanwhile, Julie or not Julie.
Amanda?
It was John's shot.
John's shot.
Ends up being a guard.
And Julie just saying get rid of stuff in front.
Just hit more things.
Yeah. I don't like guards. Guards take control away from my game. Get rid of them.
So Vinny and Rachel have 2 dogs, Bean and Smokey. They are a rare breed, apparently. Nederlandse Konakonda, which translates to the Dutch duck farmer's small dog.
So are they pointers or retrievers? Because if you're a duck farmer, it's one or the other.
You know, it's hard to say because, I mean, it's a small dog, so...
Well, then I would... You know, the irony would be, given the Dutch sense of humor, it would be a terrier.
Yeah. Or it's a really big dog, just because it's, you know, they call it the small dog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Do we have a view on sheet 2?
Oh, yes, got to change the cameras again.
All right, so we're looking at Amanda's first of 2, which is skips, shots, but not hammer. And Amanda, I think, looking to follow that in. Or guard. Honestly, I don't hate a steal of 1. I'd like a big steal, but I think don't.
I got someone fighting me on the controls over there. Every time I change it, she presses the button, not realizing that I've changed it.
Yeah. She has communicated to us that she will give us the hand, and we're going to get the view. Curlers being great communicators.
Yes. With hand signals, too, because you can never understand what they're saying.
I've played on 6-sheeters and 8-sheeters, and sometimes, even on 2-sheeters, you just can't hear.
No, it's interesting. I've played on a 12-sheeter, and it was actually easier to hear.
Where was that?
That was in Kelowna.
Oh, BC.
Yes.
Kelowna's got a 12-sheeter, you say?
It does.
I think we're going to go visit Revelstoke and stop in Kelowna on our trip.
They have
right.
the Kelowna Curling Club.
Julie coming back, and I think she's trying to draw...
She's either trying to draw or she's going to try to pick that yellow out.
I think so let me ask you this. Given the broom on the tee line, does that signal to you hit versus draw?
With the rock on the tee line, I don't think it really tells me much of a story.
Oh, but you know what? Given what I'm seeing from just to the right of Julie, yeah, a down weight hit or an up weight draw. Excuse me.
Because I don't think she's
that yellow out.
I don't think she's going to try to draw around the yellow from this side.
I like that. The sweep on immediately. Try to hold it out. Yes, line the call. Hard. The sweep. And we're going to see this come in on our screen.
Hard. Being called.
Yeah, and let it go once it passed.
Benny's saying they got it.
Nice shot by Julie. Beauty shot by Julie. Keeping the pressure on. Still shot for Amanda.
Still shot for Amanda, which means that...
And to the Yeagers, I'm not specifically cheering against you. I'm just cheering for whoever is trying to fight back. So
you just like the underdog.
Oh, absolutely. It's my favorite song by Spoon.
Okay.
Should be an open draw undercover here on sheet 2. I like it top of the button, and it looks like it's going to come in just sweetly. That's going to curl very sweet. Little push, little finish. Not quite as under the guard as I think he'd hoped.
Yes, but you know, if we only had a button bag.
If we only had a button bag. We almost had that last night. Christie with the shot.
Yeah.
The other Belfonte.
Looks.
All right. Amanda coming back.
She's got her draw face on.
Show me your throw face. And this shot by Craig feels a bit light, but I don't think he...
No, Brian was just sneaking by to break those rocks up.
Yeah, and I don't hate the breakup. Again, the sitting 1-2 is fine when there's some rocks to throw. As Doug Andrew told me yesterday, you don't always need to have shot rock. You can play for the next stone. Waits all there is the call by Jess. Yes, line.
John's
Vin
calling for
says-
line.
Oh, that is John.
We had a draw earlier where every team had a John.
I almost helped to organize a U5 team of 4 guys named Chris. That would have been my crowning glory at U5.
That's pretty good. So now we have hammer for Julie.
All right, so Julie throwing against shot, and Amanda building a comeback. Every point they get is a little less than 6 to nothing.
So I'm reading this about Amanda, and her dream job is listed as amateur curling commentator.
Oh, that's us.
I know.
Of course I know him. He's me. It is, honestly, I think she's right, because that would be my dream job as well. This shot looking really, 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 really nice. Sweeping for the curl.
Oh, just not thick
not
enough.
Quite thick enough.
But does... Oh, it gears back in.
Yeah. Ooh, that G word. Seriously, the gear effect is it's a fun little notion in curling, and it means points. It's those inches in football, right?
Yes. Let's see
All
if
right.
Julie can
Julie
hit this
trying
rock.
to. Is she throwing the hit? She's
I think she's throwing that.
throwing a little weight on this
She
one.
just needs to hit it back.
Hard line the call.
It is close.
Trying to keep that outside the guard that you're seeing just. I think I see a head shaking to my left
Yep,
by
no.
my darling Christy.
And it is going to be another steal of one.
Another steal of one. Amanda mounting a comeback. I love it.
It's now 6-4 on sheet 1.
With 2 ends to play, and
But
that's
only... Well,
if they play quickly.
I don't know. They need to get complete 2 ends in half an hour to get that eighth
Time
end.
is the advantage to Julie, but she is too classy a curler to use that to her advantage.
Oop, better change the channel.
Yeah, put on The Simpsons or something. Never.
Katie's
The call by Craig.
Stone.
And if that bends, that should do quite nicely. It's already curling. It's already coming in. I would almost be sweeping that for line. Never the call. Look at that bend. That was
pretty.
5 to 6 feet of curl with weight. And that puts Craig in a nice position.
Here's Dan throwing a perfect guard again.
And Amanda looking at the warm room going, I'm going to play small ball. And she sees the comeback, and she should. She's playing it very well. She's playing tight. It hurts to give up a big end because you can play a great game minus 1 end.
Yes.
And it just, one shot just is what takes it. But that's why we love the sport, right? This shot, no rub, little wide, and here's an opportunity for Craig to seal the end
it up,
in.
yep.
And he's calling top 8, bottom 12. Doesn't even want, if he tries to count that other red, the double is there, so he just wants to take away anything that could remove his rock.
Because he does have hammer, so he's
Yeah.
got to set it up. Dan, meanwhile, his 2 words for himself were utterly perfect.
That is a very Dan comment. And I honestly can't disagree. I mean, I've met the man. He is. A light rock over on sheet 2, effectively doing the same.
Oh, and the bounce very helpful.
The bounce really doing it. So the down, especially with the curl on the sights, the down weight hit might give red the option for 2. Or at least to force the issue for Craig. But I don't hate that guard.
You still can get around it, and I'm thinking that's what Kevin's going to try to do.
Yeah. So here's my question for you. You're red, they have hammer, you're up 1. Do you play the freeze on that and lock him in for the force? Or do you get a little more aggressive and try to bump it out? And maybe hope to out count? a bit.
As tight as this game has been going and up by 1, I'd go for
Try
the
to
force.
claw for the... Okay.
I think it's the...
And it looks like that's what he's calling.
I don't see... If you take him out, I don't see how Craig misses that.
What do you mean?
Misses taking you back out.
I think if I'm, like, in an optimal world, push that yellow rock back 4 feet, and suddenly you're sitting 2. And if you push it back 6 feet, you're sitting 3 with the rock under guard in the rings.
Yeah, that's probably good.
But that's kind of an audacious shot. Over, let's see what he does.
But if you're going to...
I think he's... Excuse me.
If you're going for the steal, the freeze, because then Craig to try to get you out risks taking his own out and leaving you.
Back 4 weight just inside the nose. Yes, line the call. Oh, sweep hard. No, that's already crashed. That's crashed. Yeah.
Rachel's rock really diving, but it's going to get past the first one. Oh, no, it doesn't.
No, little
I
rub.
thought it was there.
And this becomes that question that I keep having the conversation with the ice crew about is if you, on ice like this, if you give it a lot of handle, it will carry and not break hard. Mm-hmm. And then it will break at the end. If you don't, it's in doubt.
The thing on this ice is if you have a weak handle, it just tends to slide at the end if you're at a low weight. It just kind of like
loses
it's going
a bit of handle,
and it's just kind of slipping to the side.
I've seen that while in the house.
Looks like this is breaking and is going to add to the pile.
And Amanda, again, playing for the very solid steal. I think right now, if I'm Julie... Yeah. And Julie's saying she barely missed it. She's going for the hit.
And Rachel's 2 words are big dreamer.
Oh, that is also very Rachel. Agreed. I like this shot. I think
Yes, hard
the
line.
problem is the narrow miss leaves you in a position to give up a steal, and off is the call. They like it. It's bending. Beautiful shot. Does what they want it to do. Yellow remains in the rings. So if I'm Amanda, I'm coming in under. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guards. 3 of them are yours.
Yeah, I don't see what you do other than come in here.
Right? And like top of the button. Just throw a perfect button shot. Like how hard could that be? How are we looking on sheet 2?
Well, it looks like Craig is now sitting 2 in the center. Not quite sure.
Craig with hammer. And Craig about to throw hammer.
No, Kevin's stone is.
Oh,
right
it's
now.
Kevin. Kevin is having the discussion right now. This is a tough call. Because Kevin looking at 2, maybe 3.
If Kevin can...
Do you ever come in on the right, our right side, his left as he throws? No, because you never hit that with force enough to change the game.
The intern, you might be able to...
Right?
I mean, if you had a perfect shot, you might be able to get it in there. But I think with what he's doing, I don't know if he can get both of those, so it's probably just damage control.
Damage control, yeah, mitigation, stop the bleeding.
Julie and
I hear
Vinny,
normal is the call.
we got some heavy sweeping to try to avoid the line of guards.
And it feels like get yellow rocks out of the house. Now here's a big opportunity. I'm sorry, Julie and
You
and
may
Yeager.
have to switch to Julie pretty soon.
I'm kind of calling Team Amanda here, and as you say, like I'm never calling Julie the underdog is the thing. Okay, so here on sheet 2,
We got
yes
the
for Lions
draw.
call. That is going to crash on the. That's going to crash on guards. All right, so opportunity for looks like Craig with hammer for 3, which
That's a big
I
end.
would say opens up the game, but it's still a
Look at that
2-point
game.
game. come in. Yeah.
You just come in, draw in.
No hesitation by Craig. Here's the broom. I need to draw in, touch the 4 foot, and he's got to throw with handle and weight to get around those guards. This is not as easy a draw, I think, as it might look from the.
So, Julie looking for a triple run back, possibly.
And the roll on. Julie likes the roll on. Remove yellow rocks. You can't score if you don't have rocks. Is the fundamental premise of curling.
Well, Julie needs to be thinking about Julie needs to score, not keeping the other team from scoring.
Well, I'm going to argue here. Julie is keeping herself the draw, right? Like, I see 3 yellow rocks, but all Julie's got to do is hit the 8 foot. And here is the hit that leaves now Julie with a rock in that wedge in front in center, and still leaves her with the raise, if not the draw. I like John and Amanda talking on the right side. Amanda calling the draw on the left.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think she's thinking guard. And with that ice, if she takes away Julie's raise, she's protecting what she's got. And I don't hate it. Let's see what she throws. Because ultimately, it's execution.
So can you guess Amanda's 2 words?
Amanda's 2 words, yes please.
Possibly panicking.
Yeah, I buy that. Amanda, a little narrow on this.
She's going to over curl and get into the right side. Oh, she's just going to be a guard.
Yeah, and that leaves Julie the raise, but it's not a trivial shot, especially on the ice that we're looking at. And she's still sitting 2. I hate counting on a miss by my opponent, but the other side of that coin is I like making my opponent throw hard shots. And Julie looking at that. Julie's still trying, Julie's still happy to hit that, drop under. And again, Julie playing the give me my shots strategy. Yep. And as a skip, the more I play, the more I'm learning. That's what I like.
Julie's first is away. Control, calling for line. Oh, that's already up breaking. This is going to be really close. Ticks it, just not.
All right. And then and Amanda just looked back at the war room and held her 2 fingers about this far apart, going,
just a little off.
If you're coming back from a big game, just take and take and take and take and take. Doug Andrew trying to offer me sage advice, I'm sure, but I can't hear him whatsoever. So I'm going to nod at him happily.
He is nodding right back at you.
Yeah. As he does when I make terrible decisions. But no, I like Amanda throwing her last rock, and I think Julie has hammer on this one.
Yes, well.
But if she can clog up the lane and get under, again, I like this rock. I like this rock a lot. Needs to curl, Dan saying. Yes, line, John calls. Yes, line, John calls. How does this end? I can't see it from here. Yes, go, guys. Go, guys. Sweep hard, sweep hard.
Curling.
Make it count. Get it under. Get it under. Oh, a little rough, but it still is on the house.
It's blocking the draw path pretty good.
And John with a casual, we had this the whole time nod. And again, make your opponent throw the shot. Force them to make their shots. If you have options and they don't, you're in control of the game. Be the fox, be the hound. Be the fox, not the hound.
Julie just looking for a piece of the 8 foot.
And all Julie's got to do is hit the 8 foot, but did Julie just throw a hit?
She did.
And I never love going from a hit to... if I had $10 in my pocket, I'd put it on Julie to hit the 8 foot. But Amanda has put her, I think, in a position as best she can. And that's what you got to do when you're coming back. And the sweep is coming, and I think they've at least got the... If nothing else, they've got a tick or a raise. But I think this is good. This will be Julie for 1.
It's coming in well. It's coming in.
Yeah. Or... Yeah, there it is. There it is.
There.
Yeah, the rub.
Just a little rub. Biting the 4 foot, so it will be 1.
1 red. But you know what? That wasn't 2 red or 3 red.
Yeah.
This is still very much a game, and I love it.
7-4 now.
7-4, and a big end in the 7th. And then chase your steal. What do you have as far as fun facts?
Fun facts. Oh, let's see. Who shall we fun fact about? Oh, Yeager's up, so let's talk about him.
Yeah, let's talk about Yeager.
So,
Who has no first name. He's a mononym.
yes.
Like Madonna or Cher.
Did we talk about his 2 words?
Yeager's 2 words are... What are Yeager's 2 words?
Mildly confused.
This is why he and I get along. So, what are we seeing on sheet B?
We have
Craig is up 1 with the deuce. Red with hammer. And red in a pretty good place.
looks like Craig's going to try to sit in front of red.
That is the conversation I have with my skips. I'd rather be in front than behind. I'm going to leave you for a moment and eat a cupcake. I'll see you in 3 minutes.
Is that a cupcake or a muffin?
It's breakfast. It's a cupcake.
Okay, then. Brian here, trying to get into the top of the house. Meanwhile, Dan trying to draw around in the... Looks like it'd be about on par with Julie's rock. Brian's rock being a little short on sheet 2. Going to be guard. Leaves Kevin thinking back line. Looks like he's going to try to promote the red.
Your line is good. Wait only. Your line is good. To the girl side.
Let's see. Rich is on sheet 2, is away, looking to try to promote. Meanwhile, Julie, or Yeager, manages to draw just a piece of the button and mostly undercover, so pretty good. Amanda saying, let's just follow it down. Rich's shot a little wide on sheet 2 and staying clear. Looks like Craig and Brian going to have a little conference. Amanda calling lines okay. Dan says he keeps on top of his fridge the mugs he wins for the Jersey Pinelands Diamond State Frosted Mug Friendly Bonspiels. Keeps them there to hold the takeout menus down. Julie calling for a control takeout. Control is what the sweepers say. Meanwhile, Katie's shot on sheet 2. Coming around. Trying to bring it in. It's around the guard. Going to prevent the run back. Looks like Amanda's calling for Jess to just sit on that red in the back 4. bumper weight called for Kim.
Yeah, you're raising the red, right? All right. Yeah, there's gonna be in the guards.
Trying to raise the red again. Amanda's adding a top guard there. So Julie's trying to put another one in behind the guards. Trying to really force the point down the steel. Kevin calling off the sweep. Looking pretty good for the run back. Oh, just a little bit too much curl and ends up pushing Craig Stone right to the button. Does leave it open temporarily, but Craig trying to put a guard back up there. Julie Stone going a little deep, giving Amanda a chance to. Oh, back line being called to try to tap it. Jess's shot. Going around. It's a very high guard on sheet 2, but a line's pretty good. Amanda's shot, or Jess's shot, just out counting right in front of Julie's. Gonna make Julie and Vinny debating chasing her out, counting it.
I'd like to be tight to get rid of that guard. Oh, wait. Let's do normal and just try to pick it.
So Julie electing to try to pick it out. Meanwhile, on sheet 2, getting rid of the 1. Not quite making the pick on sheet 1, but shot stone is open now. Now to skip stones on sheet 2. Craig looking at blocking the draw path, still sitting the 1. While John's stone adding to the pile of guards. Julie calling for hack weight. Trying to. Finish shot, trying to chip that out. Craig trying to draw around. Meanwhile, Vinny's shot looks pretty well in line. And right through the hole. Great shot from Vinny. Amanda and John going for the hit and roll to flop in. Meanwhile, Craig going for the opposite direction of what he was saying before. Looks like he could chip out that red. Possibly just promoting his own yellow. Oh no, drawn through the port. John Grillo's
Stone curling a bit too much. And deflecting off, leaving Julie still sitting the 3. Julie looking for top of the house to block that draw path. Craig throwing up the guard to keep that. Still has Kevin's shot open to swing in and try to pick out Craig's back yellow. Sweeping hard, gets it right by, and does kick out the yellow. It's jams, but red sits 2 after that. Meanwhile, Julie Stone, top 12, a good place to block the draw path. Amanda looking to draw in from the other side. Craig's last stone does not have hammer. Amanda looking to draw around. Amanda Stone's going to pull up short. Craig, they're calling on Brian a sweep. Trying to curl Craig Stone. It's coming in, it's coming in. Oh, nice stone. Looks like that might be shot stone. It's quite the draw. Now Julie's final stone, looking to block the draw to the inside, but stay high enough. Julie's last is away. Line's being called okay.
Yes, line. Yes, line now. Hard line.
On hard on the line. Gonna get past the yellow. Just making that draw a little harder, but looks like Amanda's gonna be trying for the drawing on the other side. Meanwhile, Kevin's rock here. Looks like it's going to overcurl. Drive one of Craig's stones straight back. Trying to sweep it. Oh, 1 yellow for sheet 2. Craig with the steal of 1. There is 2 minutes left, so that means Craig does get the 8th end. Amanda's last stone just hitting Julie's, so it looks like a steal of 3 or 4.
3 red.
And handshakes on sheet 1. A win to Julie in the house with rocks. Bucks County. That means she will be moving on and playing the next game at 5 o'clock today. And we'll have to be saying goodbye to Here Comes the Run.
Oh, with a big end.
Yes.
That game has changed on the left and on the right with a steal of 1. Wow.
Steal of 1, left end. Well, they shook on sheet 1, so
Yeah.
Julie is going to be moving on
All right, for the B event.
for the C event. Or B. Sometimes I get them wrong. C event, yes.
Yeah.
She is in
All
the
right.
C event.
Well, I think their handshake is a sign for me to put on my Teflon. Thank you, Brandon. This has been fun.
Thank you, Christy. It has been fun.
I can't tell what you mean by that. I'm not going to overthink it. Thanks, all.
What do you want? Take it out.
Okay.
Have a good day, Paul.
Okay, bye, Jamie. Okay, on sheet 2, looks like it just breaking it up, unlocks the stones, but the red stays in the house. This is the last end. Well, it's the 8th end, so it's the last end anyways. Red needs to score 2 to tie and stay alive. Looking like Kevin's trying to split the house here. Gonna be drawing in. Applause in the warm room for team Julie in the house with rocks. Brian's stone sweeping hard. And hits the one and freezes on the other. Nice shot. Kevin looking like he's going to be trying to split the house again. Sweeping out of hand. Sweeping and gonna have a guard here. Oh no, they're really pulling it, but still a guard. Leaves Craig to try to.
Maybe easier to hit this here, do you think?
That's what I was thinking, and flopped over. What kind of weight?
Normal.
Craig calling for a normal hitting his own, causing it to jam on the red, and then flopping the shooter over to under the guard. Normal is the call. Sweeper's going.
Nice job.
Gets rid of both stones and undercover. It's another good shot from Brian. Kevin looking to freeze to the yellow stone. Sweeping, telling him to take a look. Looks like it needs to curl a little bit more if they want, but it's going to go underneath the other yellow. Still sticking out enough that I think Craig's going to go after it. Sweep hard. Brian's going to try to hold this. Looks like he's got it. Swept hard enough to really hold it. And good shot from Katie, hitting and sticking around in the wings.
Good shot. Yeah, I could do better.
Kevin calling for hack weight. Stone calling for sweep out of hand. Oh, giving up. Plan B. No, looks like it's going to go right on through. Craig asking.
Yeah, I don't like to play it.
Craig and Brian describing strategy.
Front right? Okay.
Looking for top 12, top 8. Trying to block up the path. Brian and Leslie sweeping, saying it felt light. Craig thinking it looks pretty good, so definitely not going to be light. Pulling up right, biting the top 4. Leaves Kim's second stone. Going for a hit and flop with the control weight. Sheet away. Sweeper's just keeping it clean. Looks like it's going to hit on the outside and just roll to the biting. Craig going to put it back with his first skip stones.
Yeah, well, we're sitting 3.
2.
Yeah, 3. So, the thing is, it's not raining. But you want, give him nothing right now. Let him use him.
He's going to draw behind.
He's going to try and draw behind. The only thing is, if I come up short, then some draw behind. Yeah. And the worst thing is, I don't know whether it's
Or take out the yellow to where we side.
I don't the red looks like he has to get a perfect ball behind him. Well, he's going to play dark. No matter what he put it here, he's going to draw around. He's going to have to, yeah. That's the only one he's going to get two. Yeah. Most of them are going to get super high, right? I'm not sure how to they're supposed to keep and he comes down and something in. Yeah, I agree. Left side. You're going to throw it through.
Throwing it through. Well, no, stay out there.
That's good, right there. Oh, yeah, bring it outside.
Yeah, over here.
So Craig deciding to throw it through. That's definitely a lot of weight coming through. No danger of stopping. Craig joking that he definitely had to make sure, and that was not stopping. Richard's first stone. Trying to draw to the 4 foot. They're sweeping hard. It's starting to really come in. They're going to be on their top guard. Bump it in. Now it's just biting. So they got, red's got 2 biters. Yellow is sitting at least 2. Craig trying to figure out how Kevin can get 2.
Somehow hit the red and the red double us out.
So they Craig's final stone away. Leslie and Brian both sweeping. Calling them off. Getting a little rub, they say. Now we have a guard. We've got staggered guards up there, and Kevin thinking about what he can do.
Has to do it. Has to make 2 on this shot. Not quite sure how he's going to do that.
He gets 2 keys, I gotta find the 2 keys.
Thanks, Craig.
So, looks like a yellow into the red with then getting a double takeout.
Having fun. Crushing the yellow.
So he's going to throw a lot of weight at this. And last stone of the game is off. It's coming. It's looking like it's going to be a little wide. And it misses by. And that is handshakes with Craig MacKinlay and Sgt. Pepper's Sweeping Hearts taking the victory, which means they will be playing again at 5 o'clock tonight, playing against Julie Yeager's team, who also just won. And we have to say goodbye to All You Need Is More Ice. So stay tuned. We'll be back at 11:15 with the